You can't tell me you are my leader.
Just to not to make that to even add. One of the presidential aspirants is already running to go and treat himself in London, and some people will still go and vote that.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
You
will not leave here.
Deplorable.
He's already running to treat himself. Even before the election,
It doesn't
he's running
happen
to treat
like that.
himself. But some youths will still dig their head.
And that's quite unreasonable.
Right
in fact,
choice.
Dr. Masmoro gave one example. He said, if you write a book on marriage and you have marriage problem, there's nothing you will come out and say you are failed. No matter what.
Definitely.
Like, leadership is a lifestyle. You don't tell me to do what you have not done
practice,
or what you don't practice. You can't come here and tell me I will be your leader. If you are telling me you will be my leader in Nigeria, it means that you are staying in Nigeria. You are not going anywhere.
You want to be my leader, you are a divorcee. Your family, you can't even put your family
You can't
together.
even put your family
As a
together.
pastor, you can't put your congregation together.
And you want to be a leader. Who are you leading?
Physician, heal yourself first.
No, you can't lead. You can't just lead like that. If you can't treat yourself in Nigeria, then you should not come out to tell a doctor or anybody in the health profession that you want to be their leader. Because if you say you want to be a president of Nigeria, you are saying that you want to be the leader of the professors, of the lecturers, of the students, of the parents, and everybody.
Professors are one of the best
You
of the best.
Nigerian professors, for
Let's
Christ's
take an
sake.
example. Professor Farumbi. That's among the top 2%
Of biochemistry.
toxicologists in Nigeria. And you are leading someone like that. Imagine someone who does not even, I don't want to mention.
How is even
can't
Nigeria
find
encouraging those people like that?
That's the
People
problem.
staying in
For
the country.
That's the
leadership.
problem.
Most people, once they have this
the
rare opportunity or this privilege, they
and
just move out.
These people,
They just move
because
out.
of bias and because of tribalism, religious differences, even some clergymen are also encouraging it. Vote for this person, and I don't say I'm saying our God. Then when the person is doing bad, they will run.
They will
You lose to
run.
them again. So
Like
now,
that was then.
now that was then. That must not repeat itself again. Do not let your pastor or whoever it is who tell
Exactly.
you to vote
Bamboozle
for.
you
Go
into
home
doing
and
something.
vote for the person.
Honestly, even if that
Study,
person was
know
a
who to.
pastor or was
Whoever the person is, do not, because the
or imam.
Don't
way
say
this
because
country
you're
is
a
going
Christian
to
and then the Christian aspirant is someone that doesn't even have any
Thank you.
vision, and then
You
because
just
of your
jump.
bias, you just want to
just
know.
jump. Someone
Go
is
for the
already
person that
someone
can
is already
deliver.
coming to my DM and telling me, I should vote for a certain vice president now to be the president. That he has. I told him to shut up.
Yes,
That is
sir.
a pastor. I told him to shut
Which
the fuck up
pastor?
and don't tell me.
It's not because he's a pastor.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Please don't.
Someone who shut up for 7 years.
Exactly.
He said because he even spoke English to me was Cesar.
So,
I said, oh wow. He said it was Cesar.
Well, I am
I
not
said,
here
this
to
is
tell
not
you.
the time.
Yes, this is not the time to consider. That person might be good with
It's not the
ideas,
time.
but let's see the ideas first.
Which it is that person should never be allowed to go close to any leadership position
positions
again
at
in his
all.
life. He should go home and rest.
Actually.
He was amongst the people who I was listening to Professor Yusuf today. Before we started this program, he was talking about how two people were trying from this government were trying to dissociate themselves from the abysmal failure of this particular government. And it was like these two people are chameleon. They are like green snake in the green grass.
Yeah.
You cannot come at the dying minute and say you want to jump out of something you started.
Yes.
that you've been in
cannot.
and relished.
You've been enjoying it like
Exactly,
a relish
yes.
indomie, and you've been chilling and then at the dying minute,
Oh,
11th
spicy
hour,
noodles.
you want to jump out. You want to jump out and then say, it is only Buhari's fault. Now live.
Exactly.
Una dey
You're
together.
already
Una
in the
dey
system.
together.
Una dey, so don't put all the blame. on
If
top
you were
of
not there, you should have told us before the second.
Yes.
thing.
Exactly, and come out clearly.
You be
Yeah.
pastor, be. You
From
know
the
like what they do.
start. Exactly.
Oh yeah, now resign. That's why you have a pen.
That's why I
Yeah.
actually
So that
you
like
will
people
leave your
abroad. You see,
dignity.
once they've done something or they see something is not working for them, they resign.
resign,
That
yeah.
actually shows
If that person had done
integrity.
that before, and he
Would
comes
have-
out, so
exactly.
person vote for him. It was
Exactly.
vice president. I said, this
Exactly.
person, Baba, Otuale Baba.
Actually, yes,
You want him all
exactly.
after you now
Exactly.
you.
Now
There's
you-
no other person again. Do you get that kind of thing?
Yes.
But these cases do not happen like that.
Exactly.
He was among the people who brought the country from top to bottom. So if he was among the same people,
To abyss,
Then-
to abyss now, not
thank you. Not even
Honestly.
then he should not be
you don't even
removed
know
from
where the
the
bottom
plane.
is right now. We are just going.
Don't come and play a white elephant game with us.
Exactly.
here.
Exactly.
Come on,
We
you cannot be
aren't
removed from the plane.
kids.
You get-
Exactly.
I see them, they speak so much good English and they tell
And
how
it's not about English. English won't really get
English
us
won't
anywhere. It's
help
just
us.
going to help us maybe representing us well in other when we are dealing with
Yes.
other countries. But it's actually not English that will give us this future we are looking forward to.
Exactly.
We've been shouting the youth are the future of tomorrow. Please, they are no longer. In fact, it start from this minute. They shouldn't
Yes.
really be the
Funny
future.
enough, people who are
And
the ones that are leading now.
they are the
when
ones
started
that should be
leading-
resting now.
When they
Yes.
started
Like,
leading,
I
when they
don't
started
know what-
leading, they were in their 30s.
Exactly.
Some were in their 20s. Some were this current president, he was, I think, 33 when he held the power in 1980 something, 1982, 83.
Imagine, just imagine now.
During the
Why don't
military
you
period.
leave it?
He was very young.
Yeah,
But
I don't
nowadays now,
understand. It's
they
just
don't
like
want-
these people, they've actually, maybe, they've gotten some money now. They just want to use this president position to harness all the money they've been looking
And
forward to.
then
Because I don't understand
put
what,
somebody they like.
octogenarians and septuagenarians are now doing for what they would do
Exactly.
for us, because I don't understand. We actually need agile youths that will of course effectively they'll be able to run around and then put what we actually want into
When it
effect.
deserves trekking,
But it's
we need
actually all
someone that
these
can
men
trek.
that are, God bless
Not
you,
just somebody
not all
that
these
can
men that are
fly
already
out.
weak and any small thing now they will have is it hypoglycemia now and then they'll be fainting around.
A certain-
Like it doesn't really make
A
sense.
certain presidential aspirant was already building things, giving hospitals, providing, getting treated right here in
That's
Nigeria.
just
But one is
bullshit.
running abroad to go and get treated, and one says the one that is running abroad, you should be the one that is they should be voted for. All in the name of
I
tribalism,
know, right?
bias,
And
religious
stuff like
differences,
that,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. This one has a plan. This one is saying, give me this, I can do this. I have the way I can achieve this thing. I have done this before. This record that there has done it. But the other one is saying, just give me the power. He said that one will get power and I feel will. You know, the way we think in this country.
It's just quite
why-
awkward.
it's awkward. Why
I
not
was
rattle?
eating rice recently, and I found out that the my roommate that gave me the rice with, she cultivated it herself in her own village. And I said, in this Nigeria, very nice rice.
Oh, you don't even know what is happening. People, Nigeria produce things. We have produce.
Like
Then
we are
the brains.
blessed.
We have the brains.
It-
If
it is-
that's why when we go abroad, we see like
We are
we
excellent
make
people.
waves.
Yes,
We
because
We
they
actually
don't
have
want
the
us
brain,
to
but it's the
go.
environment
We're
that's not
excellent people.
encouraging.
We're very excellent
It's
people.
not,
So the problem
honestly,
is,
very brilliant.
also,
honestly.
this is the time. Every day of my life, I spend like 3 hours to 4 hours every day checking online, checking the various presidential aspirants, non-biased, knowing who can. And the way I am now, I already know who can.
Exactly.
I already know who can. And if only Nigerians could go the same way. See, if we live bias, we know who can.
Exactly.
Yes.
But because of bias, we close our eyes and say,
Yes.
hey, this person can, but he cannot lead. You know, some people, one of the presidential aspirants, after he has been many things for many years, the EFCC have gotten over him and nothing was found on him. Some people said, no, this person cannot lead though, that because he cannot sort out some certain people. I'm not like, so you even want people that can sort out some certain people? Is it also the kind of person that we should be pulling out to, do these things for us? He said, no, that person cannot, he does not have the power.
Oh.
He cannot sort out. Politics
sort
is a
out.
dirty game. So we have made to believe that, truly, politics is until before you can win, is before you can sort out people.
Yes.
So if you cannot sort out Emanuela, you cannot start out Esther, then Chukwebuka, you cannot hold any position. Even if you are known, you are very capable, 100%, you should never hold it. It's until you can sort Mr. A and B. Then even if you are 0%, just go there. They will pushing you on the wheelchair. But
just have the grandfathers and the
Imagine.
godfathers
Yes.
and the godmothers.
so it's until we come. Nigerian, do not let anybody deceive you.
Exactly.
Your vote matters.
Yes.
Yes.
Every single your vote no matter. They pay to collect your vote.
Exactly.
Now
They'll
lie.
be giving you
Your vote
10,000 naira a
matters.
bag
Thank
of
you.
rice.
Don't let
Exactly.
anybody deceive you. Your vote, Nigerian student that can listen to me. Get your PVC. Your vote
Exactly.
matters.
Once we
If you
can
allow-
have this leadership
When I was
that
in
will
the
really
village-
have the right mind,
Yeah.
this Asuu strike thing, we just see that it will be the
It
thing
will
of the
be a
past.
thing of
It
the
will be-
past.
It's something we'll now be telling our
It will be a thing of
generations
the
that
past.
when we were there.
Yes.
But
Something
now
like
your
this.
your
And there are people
generation
who
is
can do
better.
this thing. There are leaders that can do this.
Exactly,
They've shown track
exactly.
records in their personal business in
Exactly.
leading some certain states.
Exactly.
They've removed the state from the state they led from zero
From penny
to
rate.
top.
Yes.
I know people like this. Nigerian youths know them, and there are a lot of. I'm happy now that Nigerian youths are supporting this person because they've seen his track record. But there's still some somewhere
Ignoramuses.
that are still saying that they cannot put someone like
He said
this.
they would self.
They cannot put someone because he's not this kind of thing. And these are the kind of people that we need to lift. Me, I want to finish my school, to lift
Honestly.
and live this country.
You know,
so
when,
make
when
things
you
of
got
Asuu
admission,
in the
you were
past.
like, okay, within 5 years, 6 years, I'll be done.
I'll
But
be
now
done.
it's just
What
like
is
the
Plus-
years you've done plus X.
Yes, plus X.
The X is the variable now. You
it's
don't,
variable.
you don't know
even
what
know
that
if
X
it's one
is.
or two.
God bless you. You don't
And
even
it's
know how
not
that
fair.
X is.
That
Like,
is just not
indefinite.
fair.
Imagine we all
Honestly,
gained admission in 2000.
We got
18,
admission
right?
18.
At what level are we now?
We're still in
300
300
level.
level.
First
And
semester.
and
Not
this
even
is
just
4
first
years.
semester. We just one week
barely
of
used- yes,
resumption.
of resumption.
1 week.
One week of
resumption.
resumption.
When if all things
Like-
been our mates at private university will
Other
be
things.
finishing this year.
Some are already concluding.
Some are
their
already
400 level.
concluding their 400 level.
Second
So
semester.
Nigerian youths,
Like,
if you listen to me, if you can hear me, get your PVC. Every single vote you make matters. Let me give you an example.
motivate your
A
brother.
Dr. Adesona, said that when he voted,
Okay.
he neither voted any of those people you see, but
Yes.
he is happy with himself that he
He
voted.
voted the right
But
person.
Go
when
there.
the vote was being counted, he was the only
He
person
was the
that
only
voted
person
for
that
that
voted
person
for
in
that
the
person, but he
center.
was happy.
Oh.
Yes.
He was
He said
happy.
that when they announced that center and said only one vote, he
He
was
was
happy,
really happy.
because he voted the
He was
But
person.
another thing
joyous.
we can actually do, should I say better, is since for us, like there are some people that they do not have this opportunity to be on social media and everything like that. Once we've noticed that, okay, we already know the people that have our interests at heart. Another thing is for us not to keep it to ourselves.
You can
Right,
also
the man
suggest.
Yes.
did the right
Tell
thing by
people.
voting for the right
Yes.
person, but you could actually have like
Told more
converse-
people, yes.
yeah,
That's
he
would
we
have
should-
told
we should make
his-
it our job
yes,
now.
mobilize others and
Like
tell
his
others
family,
that, okay,
yeah.
I've
That's what I
actually
do
seen
now.
this person
That's
that
what I
has
do
done
now.
something. Okay, my wife, you have one vote. I have like 2 matured children with me. Then we have 4 votes for this person. Then moves to the next family. Maybe in, just little
Like that.
bodies and mobilize
Small,
people.
little drop of water
You know,
makes a
like-
mighty ocean.
Within the
Yeah.
month, people were already like there are some candidates we don't even know exist now. But once one person brings up
Awareness.
this awareness, thank you. Once this person brings up this issue, I've noticed this person, and people, that's why we Nigerians we are
Excuse me.
curious. We like to make researches. Once someone brings up, okay, this person really, I've not had the person. The next thing we do is what we Google. Okay, what has this person done? And then we see this person is a viable person, and then with
Yeah.
future, we like okay, this person done. And then by the time you two are conversing in your little, maybe on your
begin to tell
on your
people.
status, you tell people on Facebook on everything on your profile, this person, and then people tend to be aware, and then they want to actually. Nobody wants to just be living a very jeopardized life. We need
Exactly.
change. We need something that will
Change.
create like something dynamic, something that we will see, and then we'll so that by the time we are retiring in our 60s, we can actually rest and recline and be rocking our chairs,
and look at
because
a
we've
new
already
Nigeria.
And so
seen
that our
the
kids too can
path
also
we've
go to
paved.
public universities.
Exactly, to see the path we've already paved for our children, because they will be the ones actually benefiting more from what we will have done.
Let's even give an example. A doctor who is a medical doctor now cannot even afford to send his child to study medicine in university like Bowen, where they pay millions of
After
naira.
paying
Exactly.
several thousand millions
You
in
see?
school.
So they can't even afford it. So if we do not get the things right, if someone like us become doctor too, professors as well, we may not be able to send our children to Bowen. So they will still
Exactly.
go the same process that we have
The
gone.
onus is
So it
really
is
on
time
us.
for
It's
us to
time
take it
to get it
serious.
right.
Because when you become a parent,
Get it right. Get it right now. Get your PVC. I repeat,
get it right
your
now.
PVC is
Your
your
power.
identity. That is why it's
Yes.
called PVC. It is called an identity card.
Yes.
It is your identity. It stands for permanent
Personal.
voters card, and it is your identity.
Yes.
Get it, and make sure you get it, and do not let anybody deceive you.
And it
Your
is
vote
personal. Yes.
counts.
So somebody's
Your vote counts.
opinion doesn't. Somebody buying you something does not matter.
Please, let me give you an example.
You can even
If
collect
go
the
to-
thing.
You go to
Collect
thing,
the thing, but know what you are doing.
want.
Exactly.
Collect
So
the money,
you
put
use
her for
a
pocket.
collect the money
Go there.
to bed.
Nobody will follow you. Put
Exactly.
your hand where you want to put it. The
And
thing is,
vote
the thing
for
is
who you
that- the thing is
want.
that, let's assume someone gives you 10,000 naira to
Pocket
vote,
it, I
and
should
you
vote
go now.
that
Let's assume
the person will
let's
not
assume,
follow you to the
let's
ballot.
assume I and Esther are contesting. Esther is a quality candidate. I'm just one useless is the idiot dancing around. And then as the person, I go and I give them the money, and then they vote for me. I give them 10,000 naira, and then they vote for me. Esther, they don't vote for, and then I become after 10,000 naira. That
That's the
10,000
last
naira,
thing you
it cannot
see.
last you for 1 week.
Exactly.
You go suffer for 4 years. You go again.
That's
you go,
even
like, give
4
me
years.
10,000 naira.
That's
That's even 4
if
years.
it's 4 years.
You suffer for another 8 years.
Exactly.
Then I'll keep enjoying. My children will be abroad. You are
Invest-
suffering
invest
for
more
10,000 naira
money.
maximum.
Does it worth it?
Does it
Doesn't
worth
worth
it?
it.
It does not worth it.
So another solution I'm thinking, what if we now start up a third party for between Asuu and federal government, so that this third party will hold the rest of the federal government, hold the rest
There
of
is a
Asuu.
third party,
Where-
NANT,
Okay.
National
what's it?
Association of Nigerian Students.
So what
Is
are they?
it-
What has it been doing?
Those ones
Yeah.
are just another useless body that is just there.
Really?
That is, the only thing they do is that bring your stove, cook, block so gate and so gate. Then some other people go and they settle one another.
Settle,
The current president, the incumbent president, I like what he did when he met with Adamu. I like the way he spoke. I saw passion in him. But when he spoke again, people said don't disappear. People said they don't want him because this is Nigeria. So be careful.
No, it's not.
No, this is Nigeria. I love the passion he used when he was speaking. He made the minister understand that his salary is being paid by us.
Wow.
He doesn't have the right. If the minister walked out of them, you can imagine in a country, if it was in a serious country, they would don't sack that man.
Yes.
Before.
They would not sack him for working out of people that pay your salary. It's
Yes.
it's like going to where you and your guys working, talking, and your guys talking, just stand up, carry your load.
Yeah.
Your guy just say,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Don't
You are
worry,
not coming, don't worry, just be going, you are not coming
As
back.
long as you know
But that's the thing
job
with
you
face.
got.
I like what he did. But when he spoke next time, I don't see him again. People like said they don't tell him,
Don't buy him
bros,
again.
Yes.
better calm down. No.
Yeah, man, that's just
The
it.
people where they defend, they did their house.
Exactly.
And that's the level we've
That's
gotten
it.
to.
Okay, since Anas isn't good enough, isn't strong enough, then we should start another independent. It's just like the press. Let me use the setting of UIMSA.
Okay.
It's just like we have the Senate, the Congress, and we have the press. The press, they are independent bodies, so they can write anything they want on any leader. That we have that kind of independent body that they hold the words of the government accountable. So if anything happens, they'll be like, this wasn't what happened before.
That independent body are the citizens. Nobody holds a government more accountable than the people itself.
But really,
No,
I would
no,
be
the
complaining
citizens
all
are
this
too
while.
large.
That's the thing. That's because the people are not holding them right well. You know how?
Who are the people?
You know
No,
how,
by the time you say we should hold them right way now, okay, let's say the president is not doing something right. Are we to now mobilize two people from each family and they'll march off?
Yes,
No.
the
You
citizen
can't-
is
You
too
can't
large.
do
It's a
anything.
large.
How are we
That's
too
what- you
large?
can't
How
do
are we
anything
to
about how you
Yeah.
can do something is where through your PVC.
Okay.
You know they hear what that be. You get coconut head.
That-
You go see for polling votes. But
Yes.
until we get to that realization, if you know how these leaders fear you as citizens, a certain senator went somewhere in Germany to eat yam. They beat him.
Yes.
They
They beat
seriously
am
beat
now.
him.
You know, watch that video.
Oh, wait.
Another one was planning to travel. He no travel because they fear. These people, they fear you.
That one, let me even tell you, that one that went to eat yam that they beat up. This girl that I told you she cultivated rice.
Okay.
Do you know that this girl told me that that one that they beat up went to build a dam in their village
And sport everywhere.
and spot all their lands, like the dam is leaking. So the rice, imagine palm trees that water is reaching the top of the palm tree. They are packing out of the people's land that they used to cultivate rice. And up to today, the senator is not doing that person. Is not doing anything about it.
And it's
So
still there.
this even yes, and it's still there. Imagine people have packed out from the lands of their fathers.
Oh my god.
You can imagine that.
That's quite
the
unfair.
So these people, they fear you. They know the power you have, which lies in that thing. That is why they discourage you by making you say politics is dirty. Your vote no they count. So in your home you're already thinking, my vote no go count, Jerry. So on that day you see people, they'll be loaded on buses. Where are they going to? Already
vote.
pay people to vote. And
Yes.
this your vote counts. It's until you realize that every single one vote counts. It's like
Yes.
it's like a score as a medical student. If you do not score up to 50 in your MP, you are not going anywhere. Except they have
Especially
to
in the
do the
steeple
call.
chase.
Do you get it? Or even the practical is even worse. It's the same way. If you do not get one vote, can determine the future of a country.
Exactly, just like a 49 and a 50.
49 and 50. So your vote counts. If you come in mass and you vote, there is no way they can rig it. Another way they make them understand is that they go rig them and lie.
Exactly.
If you vote and you stand there and say, I want me to count my votes, everybody come count them. They no go rig them. The people will go rig them. Now human beings too.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you vote and you vote in, there's a way. Look at the case of Abiola
vote
now,
en
the
masse.
MKO. When people voted for MKO, there was no way you could deny it.
Yes.
The only way you
So-
could
so
deny it was to
glaring.
terminate him. There was no other way you can.
That's true.
When people loved, my mom told me, say people loved MKO from,
They
they
had
said
this
people
chance.
loved him. In fact, there's this song they usually sing. Now. They show it everywhere during 12. They will show the song on the various Nigerian stations. MKO, Abiola, they were carrying some, they were celebrating.
jingle,
You
right?
could see the joy in everybody that they wanted this man to live. And when they went, then the tribalism was not this high. Nobody could say I'm Igbo, I'm Yoruba, I'm Hausa, and all of those things. It was minimal. Nowadays, the tribalism, so we can't even mention your name in some places.
Honestly.
So-
Honestly.
So it has gotten to that point. People, so if you come out in bulk, they say something that a broom, you cannot sweep one stick.
One stick.
No matter
Yeah,
how
when you-
fast it is.
No matter how far, but when you bunch together, you can't sweep with it.
Yeah.
Come out together, get your PVC. It's not stressful. Thank God to the current chairman of INEC, Professor Mamadou something. Yes, Mamadou something like that. He has done so well. He has made the process smooth. I'm not hating. When you do good, you mention the person, hail the person.
Yeah.
I hail him. He has done well.
Yes.
Everybody have their bad side, but this is what he has done. This is his good side. He has made the process seamless, easy.
Like a thyroid
So
check.
you can stay at home in your. I sat in my comfort zone and I did the registration. A lot of people did. You only need to go and do your biometrics. It takes less than 5 minutes, and everything is done. So it's not something they can say, if they take time or you will queue. There is no queue again, my brother. Go and get your PVC. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
No excuses.
For a lasting solution to all these
this problem.
strikes. Yeah.
So that's basically it. So I think the last thing we have to do now is to know if there's, aside strike, is there any other thing that Asuu can actually use?
Yes, there are various means you can pass across your grievances.
Okay.
Yes, there are various means you can pass across your grievances. One of these means of passing across your grievances is having a round table talk, whereby school sections are all, they have a committee that will constantly talk to the government and tell them, these things are necessary.
That committee was the third part I was talking about.
They come, the committee say, government, this is doing this and that is doing that. But to be honest, this has been going on over the years.
Exactly.
See, this government, the only way you can make them listen, this Nigerian government, is by either stopping the thing
or not letting it
even start. Or engaging in, if you don't protest, if you even protest now, voila. So that's the,
They will even look at the bring soldiers.
if you go on round table
protest
with them and they see you come out from, say, this one still get energy now. They come round table. School is done. Oh, I beg, leave them. They can still maintain. But once they see that things are shut on, just watch. Nobody is saying anything. If a nationwide protest should start, you see people like ministers, like example, Mr. Chris Ngige, they will be running helter scatter to make sure, to put things in order. But now that no, something like that is not happening, everybody's relaxed. Say 6 months, 4 months, that's when we'll be ready. Look at what happened then. Nobody talked in the 2020 strike. Nobody talked until nobody talked until what happened? Until students started protesting.
Yes.
That protest that really led to
Yes.
Then
And
they started
everything
talking.
like
You see
that.
people, they say working. I can see
Highly irresponsible government.
I'm telling you. So we only talk when.
How can you be that
People
irresponsible that you can't speak
they only
when
talk
something is
when
affecting the citizens?
So
Like it's only when it's not at its terminal stage, that's when you
You are
want.
too irresponsible.
We are not really
So
proactive.
things like these are not, like I was saying, they can be other ways, like having a round table talk once in a while. But how many years have been having this round table talk? For 13 years.
Ministers, what are you even doing?
2009.
Which is not just
Exactly.
we are not actually
it's just like
blaming
they're
the
more like
president alone.
figureheads.
Do you know that the
Ministers, what are you
Minister
doing
of
there?
Education. How was the
Minister of
person?
Education,
How
yes.
has the person been
What
pressing the government,
Do you know that
making
the
them
current-
accountable to?
Do you know that
Yes.
the current thing now she's fighting, the 2019 agreement, 2009 agreement?
And nine.
It's 2009, no.
Since
How many years?
now?
13 years.
13.
They're still
Ah.
fighting for
Why?
the same
Exactly.
issue. And that's why government.
Minister
That's why
of
she said that before they
Education,
can
will
come
you tell me
to
that you
strike,
are not collecting your salary?
That's why.
Why not?
That's why Asuu said that before we can do this, you will give us 1 trillion. No, Asuu is demanding 1 trillion from the government.
And they have it. Are you not paying
Honestly,
ministers?
they can't.
All ministers and pay.
we go all out to collect
professors.
loans, we do everything, and
Go
then
and collect loans
there's
and
no,
all. What are you
there's
doing
no
with
money
the loans?
for the
Christ's
education
sake.
sector.
What are you doing with the loans?
Please, let's help human feeling. Let's really help this.
It-
Us leaders
it's
of tomorrow,
pathetic that we are
leaders of
reminding you
now.
of your duties. These are your duties. I mean, we are students and we are paying. You hold your money in Abuja. You will hold our money there. You will not give it to them. What is it? What are you doing with the money? I don't think it's uncalled for that we are having this meeting because of you.
Honestly,
As old as you are, you should be responsible.
it's actually
There's an adage that says that
it's actually
an old man there's an adage that says that an old man should not be at home and the goats will be dying because of maybe a rope is holding the I don't want to say the way the adage is exactly, but literally it means that an old man should not be at home and a goat is dying because it is entangled by the rope you used to tie it.
Another one says that an adult should not be at home and go to be eating the yam in the barn.
Yes.
You can't be at home and the things are spoiling.
Yes.
So you have to do something.
You have to do something
You have to do
actually.
something. Listen, you have to do something.
let's
See,
live up
me, I'm
to
not
our
here to
expectations,
beg
please.
the professors to do. These people have tried.
They have
Sometimes
really
you see,
tried.
let's even be honest. How many of us want to be professors in Nigeria?
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
how many of the students
Now,
want to-
these people, they have come here to be professors.
Exactly.
So
that
what is
the
it?
student cannot even say I want to be a
Professor here, yeah.
here in Nigeria. They can't say, because you look at your professor and you're like, apart from those ones that do research and they have
everything like
get grants, apart from them, the rest are, you look at them and you see their cars and you're like,
Oh,
is this my
like,
professor?
is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Is this my professor? My professor cannot even drive
It's not even
my
funny.
professor cannot even
A
buy a
decent
decent
muscle
car.
car.
He can't even have a beautiful house. He can't even drive a Range Rover.
Exactly.
The smallest that these boys now can
Exactly.
drive around. He can't even drive a Range Rover. He can't even drive a Venza.
Professor.
He can't drive a Venza. He can't even drive a Benz.
It's actually not funny.
So you see things like this and you'll be wondering, I
see no reason why a
minister.
minister should even be paid more than a doctor.
It's just like they should
Talk more of a
exactly.
professor.
One of the-
Do you know that
Yes,
if
a
you say
minister
all these
should-
ministers, it's something that they could even have even suggested. Why are they only collecting all these allowances and wardrobe allowance, this one
this one
clinical
allowance.
Why don't they just slash their money?
Yes,
One of
and
the-
use
Why are
it
you
to pay the
collecting 2
professor.
million or maybe
50
10 million?
million.
One
Like,
of the
For
All
what?
these
What
allowances,
are they doing
just
with
slash
it?
it.
one of the presidential
Let it go round throughout the 30
Every
states.
minister,
Let them gather the money.
every minister
We are going
should
to
be
have
paid
something.
80,000, so that only those that have the passion, so that only those that have the passion will be
Passion,
there.
okay. Nobody will do
Yes,
that.
every minister should be paid
80,000 is even a little
80k.
bit low. Even if it's 200k.
No,
250.
80k plus. You were maybe you were already a professor. You already
Plus
something before you
100k
became.
allowance.
You don't know some people go into
Please, what are you
become
using a
ministers
million
by
allowance to do? Buying a Max and Spencer or what?
80k. See, if you are a minister, God bless you, I should get into power. You'll be paid 80k. Do you know why you'll be paid 80k? And if you're a president, you'll be paid 100k. Do you know why? No, do you know why? Let me make my point. No, no.
Okay.
Do you know why? Do you know why I'm saying that?
Okay.
Before you become a president, if truly you are not going there to bamboozle money and all
Exactly.
to bamboozle people and then collect money and embezzle money, then you should go there for the passion now.
Exactly.
You already a professor before you became a minister. Extra 80k, oh, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Your former salary plus 80k is not enough.
It should be enough.
Okay, let's even make it realistic.
Exactly.
Let's make it
Let's
realistic.
be
Realistic.
Let's be
No.
realistic.
You guys,
80k is a little bit.
No, it's not even
What
money.
is
But they
a
made
little
minimum
bit
wage
absurd.
30k.
No, let's make it.
Actually,
Let's
that
be
minimum
realistic.
wage is actually
Let's be
barbaric.
realistic. Let's
But
be
80k
realistic.
is actually a
Let's be
little bit
realistic.
absurd.
According to research, Nigerian political system is the most expensive in the world. Their representatives, their president, their governors are one of the most highly paid. They even earn more than doctors around the world. Professors around the world, they pay them massively well. I agree.
50 million for Christ's sake. What
you
are
said
you
50
doing with
million.
it?
Is it per
A
month?
person
It's
from
not per month.
no, a person from
Per
House
year.
of Rep is earning up to the last figure is 20-something million per month.
Per month.
The last time it
So
was
therefore,
3 million
even
per
30.
please, you are
What?
not doing anything with that money.
Just tell me.
You are eating people's salary.
No, hold on.
Yes.
Let me just finish.
Fine.
How do you mean by
you
18?
have
Let me just-
children in private
Let me
schools
just
and everything.
finish.
Let's say okay. Plus, you are really using 3 million. Like you really need 3. You don't even need up to that.
You don't need
Like,
it. What are you doing with
You
it?
need to actually
Because I'm
go through
minister.
the
Let me-
rigors of
let me
saving
be-
and understanding how these parents
Like,
to
can
cope with
can
paying
I,
school fees.
ladies, let me continue. Now, I do not have problem with that, but this is what I have problem with. Do you know what I want to have problem with? Is that despite that amount they are being paid, they still collect from the ones that are
They
given
don't
to the for working in the Nigeria. Do you know
In,
that
in the villages and
do you know
all,
that if
in
budget,
communities.
do you know that if you make a budget of 1 million naira in Nigeria for us to use and construct this chair that you're looking at, do you know that at the end of the day, this chair will only be constructed with 100,000 naira?
Yes.
Before.
Because it must have gone from strata of strata of.
Bureaucratic
By the time it
routine.
gets to the
100.
bottom where it's supposed to be, they don't chop and finish. Now that's where I have my problem.
Lack of integrity.
That's why your salary, be comfortable with it. But
Yes.
that's
You
the
really
pro-
don't need
one of the
allowances,
presidential aspirants said.
please.
One of the presidential aspirants said that a professor of medicine in Nigeria earns less than a counselor in Nigeria. And the
Yes,
facts
now.
are there.
And do you know the rigors these people
We have
Exactly.
gone through.
went through?
Imagine after studying for 30-40 years, a professor earns less than a counselor. You see a House of Rep member buying cars and dashing people. Where is he
And
getting the money?
these people are
Yes.
struggling with
Where
what?
is he getting the money? He's dashing.
And let me not lie to you. See, don't be deceived. If a House of Reps member should buy a car for you, he must have used part of your money. Is it that he's interested in something in you?
Exactly.
Maybe your vote for
Maybe
a
you're
next time.
inf-
Or yeah,
you're
use
a man of
Nigerian money.
influence.
Because they won't use their own salary to do that.
Definitely.
They will not.
So my problem is not
Those
they
are
can
some
be
of the
earning.
ways we
They
can-
you know the problem if they were even earning
Yeah,
30
right.
million, and they are doing the
And they're
jobs.
doing the job. We won't
Oh,
complain.
God.
We won't even
Like,
complain.
The country will
We
have
won't complain.
this country will be beautiful.
Oh, because
Let me give you a scenario. Let me give you a
Exactly.
situation. This is a story told by a South African, I think a South African lawmaker when he used it to yap Nigeria. He said there was a certain minister in Nigeria, and there was another certain minister somewhere from Asia, I think Singapore. So that Nigerian minister went for a tour in Asia. And when he went, both of them were ministers, the Minister of Transportation, I guess. So the Minister of Nigeria was like, "Wow, your country is so beautiful." He said, "Yes." Ah, God, he saw the beautiful roads, light everywhere, flyovers, bullet trains, and all of that. Then finally in the evening, they got to the minister's house. They said, "Wow, your house is massive, it's beautiful." He said, "That's nice." So while they were eating, he said, "Oh, man, Mr. Asuu, so how did you make this money to build such a massive house?" He said, "Come." He followed him. He went to the balcony and he said, "Look at that." The Nigerian minister looked there. He saw beautiful lightings everywhere, beautiful everywhere, lit up. Cars going well, beautiful place. He said, 90% there, 10% here. That means he used the 90% of budget on that place, but he used 10% here.
And
Then many years
still
later,
buoyant.
he came to Nigeria. From the airport down, all the roads were bad. Everywhere was scattered and tattered.
ironic.
Nothing was good. So he got to the minister's house. Gigantic house, far bigger than the one he even has in his town.
Yeah.
So big and massive. Everybody, you see chefs lining up like 100 chefs. You see people, see food, massive. So I was like, wow.
99%.
At least he could not he could not compliment the boy. He said, "Your house is massive." So why do I? He said, "How did you do such a massive thing?" He said, "The same thing he did. Follow me." He showed him to the balcony. He said, "See that place?" The minister looked. Everywhere was dark. He couldn't see anything.
Okay.
Everywhere was, apart from his house was the only place that had lights. Everywhere was dark. There was no light around the surrounding because
99%.
nobody has lights. And I said, 100% there. Sorry, so I said 0% there, 100% here. So my house and everything, I put 100%. I put 0% there. That's
Yes.
the problem we have in Nigeria.
Perfect.
They put 0% where the money was budgeted to go.
And
Or
they
their own personal
invest
house.
it and
He didn't even put
embezzle.
99% and put 1% there.
1%
He
out
put
of
100%
everything.
in his house. He put 1% on that people's place. That is the scenario of what is happening in the Nigerian system. They budget the money, they don't use the money. So if you tell their salary, they are one of the most expensive politicians in the world. Do you know they pay them more than they pay the United States politicians? An average senator in Nigeria earns more than the president of the United States of America.
I really want to believe that.
Yes, more
honestly.
than us. The research is there. They earn about, I think
Honestly,
about $170
honestly.
something thousand.
These are people that should
But
be willing.
an average politician in the US earns about $7-something thousand in a year. But they
In a
earn
year.
more in this country. But despite that, they still
we
take
won't
the
even
one that has been
approve
budgeted for the masses. I know some roads that are constantly being approved for budget that are not repaired. Where is the money going to?
Your
Exactly.
pockets.
It's going to someone's pocket. So the truth is that if they can't be comfortable with themselves and with the money, the big money that they're even earning, with all the allowances that they're earning, and at least do work, you will see that Nigeria will be a beautiful place because
Yes,
Nigeria
sir.
has money.
We're really rich.
We have money. We
We're a
are rich.
producing nation.
We
should
are rich
actually
to
be-
do a lot of things.
Oil, agriculture, everything.
A lot of
See how
things. So the
beautiful
money is not the
country.
problem, but the management of the money is the problem. A presidential aspirant once said that the problem of Africa generally is the fact that people who manage Africa have never managed anything in their lives.
Yes.
And the truth, if you notice, most of these people in the government are thugs. They were former thugs.
Yes.
From one thug to another, they don't own any viable business. They can say,
Chains of thought.
this is the thing that this person has achieved.
Look
Mr.
at the
Mr.
former president of US.
You say let's say Mr. Chiaka. Okay, you find out Mr. Chiaka has never achieved anything in his life, but he got into politics. You see Mr. Chiaka's house in the village.
Exactly.
Jesus, his house. You see Mr. Chiaka dashing people cars. Where did he get it from?
Because that was the mindset Mr. Chiaka
Because
had.
that's the mindset Mr. Chiaka had. That's Nigeria for you. But those ones who have managed something in their hands, they know they won't make they go there. That's the problem.
Still
The
so
people
hard.
leading Africa have never managed anything in their life.
Yes,
And when they see that the people who, like you said, that you go there and you remove them, once they know that you go there and you cut the salary, you are not going anywhere. You'll frustrate your heart.
That's it. Actually.
Even
So
before
you
they
can't
even
even go and
suggest,
tell them.
even before they even suggest cutting
You.
their salary, it should be something
You
they
should do
should
first.
do, like out of their patriotism, out of
Yes,
concern.
by yourself. Like you are collecting
knowing how
this amount
deplorable
of,
things are in the country.
Yes.
These are things that they should
One day,
by
do
themselves.
President
willingly.
Obama, one day President Obama and his wife,
Okay.
they made the food and the wife looked at the food was so expensive. Said, the wife asked, "Are you going to pay for this?" What does that imply? So they asked President Obama. He said he paid for his food while he was as the president of the United States of America.
Are you kidding?
Trump is a lover of McDonald's. Trump pays his food.
Can you imagine?
They pay the president of the United States pays for the food.
But Nigeria,
So they can't be
we Nigerians
overeating.
will pay them. Yeah, exactly.
They
There
can't
won't
be
be
overeating.
gluttony there. Because you know that, okay, it's
Yes,
from
you're
my
going to pay.
pocket.
It's from your pocket. So the president Obama said they can't be overeating in the president's house. He pays for it.
Wow.
Somewhere in some of the
These are
advanced
leaders.
countries in the world, the minister, the what's it called, the House of Rep members and the rest of them are part-time jobs.
Yes.
It's a part-time job. Why are you
Why
paying?
you food?
Why are you paying a House of Rep member?
What
a
is
salary?
he ministry
A
now,
full-
beg?
It should be part-time job because they only go. Some of them only go for sittings
And they will
2,
just-
3, 4 times in a month,
Yeah.
and you earn that amount of money, 15 million, as you said, which I know is more than that.
Who won't want to be a senator then?
Why won't you want to be a senator? But in other countries, it's
No
the House
wonder
of
my
Rep member.
brother, a medical doctor, has abandoned. I don't want to mention his name.
Yeah,
Has abandoned medicine.
Imagine.
He's
Many
now
now.
a political.
imagine. So you can. So that's the thing for you.
Yoruba will say that if something you are doing is not giving you profit, you have to leave it.
You have to leave it.
Honestly, no matter how
yesterday,
seemingly
someone
lucrative
posted
it
a
looks
doctor.
like,
NIMSA
you
posted a
drop
doctor.
it.
The president posted a doctor and he said, "So doctor is now the Minister of Defense."
Forget.
I said, "Hey, wait, doctor don't enter defense. He's now so Minister for Defense."
Maybe in medicine there's NDA.
I wonder. I said, "Doctor, don't
Forget.
jump, enter defense."
In
Doctor Ibla said,
Nigeria.
"No, they pay again."
You know they pay again. No.
So that's the thing. So the Nigerian political system is expensive.
It's too
It's
much.
very expensive, and even the
You have
expenses,
have
Nigeria can still
compassion
sustain
now.
herself. Nigeria can still sustain herself, but the people who are still leading the Nigerian system
Still want
do
to-
not want it to be
Gluten.
sustained. They still
Gluten.
want to eat
It's too much.
and eat. No wonder a presidential candidate once said, "I said there's nothing to share again. It's finished." So this is time for us to work together and gather things, gather resources, and make sure that the country works for us, because there is nothing to
For the
share
future
again.
to
And
come.
prayer too. Since we need
Exactly.
prayer.
Yeah, no. The truth
They
is
are
that
not
the
leave
truth
that
is
aspect alone, but
the truth is that prayer is not our problem.
We
Let's be
actually
honest.
have more churches
Yes,
and
problem is
mosques.
not our problem.
Even
Because we've
shrines
been praying
are
since the
here.
inception of this country.
Honestly,
We've been
even
praying.
the Bible says you
I
must
think
walk.
yes. In fact, this is the time for us to do what the Bible has said. We should put prayer. We've been praying. Let us walk.
Let's walk.
We've
Walk.
been praying.
If the Bible did
God
not
has-
say pray and walk,
And you see,
He said walk.
Yes.
Walk, and then let me bless
Let me
what
walk
you have
out
done.
your
It's
salvation.
just like
works of your hand.
Fear
like
and
someone
trembling.
said one time like that. It was like God. I think maybe it was maybe an allusion or something like that, or something like okay, I want to bless what you've done now, and then you didn't do anything.
There's something.
And then God said, okay, I want to bless. Okay, times what? Let's say you've done something and maybe the thing is 10. Okay, let me bless it times 10. Or
And that's
let
it.
me even increase it by 10% times 100. And then it comes times 0. 0 times 10?
It's
Zero.
Like, we need to do something for God to
Honestly.
bless it. We just say pray. We've been praying. It's not actually that we don't have leaders. Pastors. We don't have imams that are closer to God that
They
can
are
pray. It's
we
not about.
prayed. Our
Another
problem is
thing is
not
that
prayer.
sentiments. We shouldn't be
It's
putting
not
the
prayer.
aspect of spiritual things when actually we need.
We
It's
need-
just like okay,
we need
your
physical
parents
help.
have provided everything. Food is at home, and I pray to God.
to give you food.
Come and cook it for me.
Abi,
I
the
need.
food
I
is
have that faith.
That's the
that-
Nigerian problem.
You know, that's actually
Nigerian
not.
problem
It's
is
not more. it
God gave
again.
us an open check and said in this open
You're
check.
not saying God come and me to go and withdraw it
You're not
again.
telling God. God said.
Not
this is
even
check.
withdraw.
They're
Withdraw
not
and
telling-
come and serve the
Yes,
food
they're telling
again.
God come and serve.
It doesn't work like that.
How-
God has
how-
His parts.
Have we become
We
stupid?
have our own parts.
This is a rhetorical question. Have we become stupid that we cannot think? Look at the world, countries of the world that do not even pray. 10% of
God
all
bless
Nigerians pray.
you.
They are far glorious. They are far
Oh, yeah.
magnified and
Like-
beautiful.
Yeah.
The things are easy. That's to tell you that our problem is not
It's
prayer.
not prayers.
In fact, one of our biggest problems
It's-
was
it's actually that.
praying too much. That was one of that was
Honestly,
one of our biggest
as
problems.
someone actually once said, it's actually when you're not that effective
Yes.
that you now kind of put it towards
It's
prayer.
laziness.
It's laziness.
Laziness makes Africans to
Because
do what
that's
they
the simplest
yes,
thing you
that's
can
the
do.
simplest thing
Father
you can do.
interest
You can shout
at a
for
sport.
2 hours, yes.
But go out there in the farm,
You cannot.
walk until that one is actually at
A Nigerian can shout for
Exactly.
24 hours, but go and till the ground. You know, no.
All what you've been
He
saying,
wants God
put
to
it,
go and till the
in,
ground.
put it
Don't
into
worry.
action.
He wants God to till the ground.
Imagine.
So our problem has become prayer. Instead of prayer solving our problem,
God didn't say
it has now
that
become
Paul
our
should not
problem.
walk or Apollos should not water. He said he's just going to give us the increase.
Thank you.
But the increase will come because
When you
we've
have
walked.
And you have
When
watered.
it works. So instead of prayer becoming a solution, it's something to add to the
Just
the
like a
solution.
topping.
Yes, you get icing on the cake.
Exactly.
It's like
You're not
after
making
work,
it
you
to
now
be the
make it-
fun
yes.
down, to be the
But
foundation
here,
of everything.
prayer has become the problem.
Instead
It's no
of
more
the
a solution.
Exactly.
It's no more a
People just use it as an
icing.
excuse.
Because it is
And an escapism.
the only thing a lazy man of African descent can do.
Let us pray.
He can do it. He doesn't need anything. He doesn't need to
Exactly.
think too much.
I mean, who cannot say prayers?
You can pray.
But
You
if
don't
you
have to
can't,
That's why
if
you
you can't
carry
say
your
anything, you
problem
do the
and
Lord's
give
prayer.
some men of God, and they'll just be like, let us pray.
Let us pray.
Let us pray.
But
Because
the man of God
And
needs a
you-
car. You know, pray for the car. Now submit
when
to
you
money,
actually
go buy
have
them.
this money, go out there.
Yes,
My
ma'am.
pastor would like something quality. Let me buy this.
But
God bless you.
God
You are
bless-
hungry. God bless you.
God bless-
How will
What
God
is
bless
that?
him when the
When he-
blessing is already with
No
you that you
wonder,
can use to
no
your
wonder in James. No wonder in James. The Bible was talking about, is it James? I think James 2. The Bible was talking about how a brethren will come and he will tell you, I am hungry. I said, be thou blessed.
Blessed.
He
You are
said, you are,
filled.
he said you are filled. He said,
You're
the
not
Bible
a
said, he said
brother.
you are a fool. That was a message translation. Do you know why? He said, because that
Yes,
is not
ma'am.
what that brother needs.
Needs.
He needs food
He
and
needs
physical
warmth.
clothing.
Yes.
You're saying you are warm.
But that's the problem we have in Nigeria. A cleric or a man of God, a cleric, let me use a cleric, needs car. Church member, they pay for the car sharply.
Once.
But Ebuka, church member is sick. They tell Ebuka, make we pray for Ebuka.
Yeah, bless.
You see where the problem
You
lies.
don't know if the person actually sickness is caused by maybe hunger or something that can be treated.
You see
Let's
what-
take this person
thank
to
you.
the
You see
hospital.
where the problem lies.
They're always
Yes.
praying.
Brother,
Exactly.
let's say Ebuka is not eating well. We say let's pray for him.
Let's pray.
But Ebuka needs food, not.
We are praying for him.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
we have
prayer has
bags
become-
of food.
So it's not looking as if we are cursed with religion. It's no more the Christ. It's no more the Christ life kind of life that He
Exactly.
brought to us that we're living anymore.
Exactly. It's not more the
We're
brotherly
living a
love.
lazy.
It's no longer
Thank you.
there.
We're living a lazy life. So religion is now our problem.
It's just like a veil.
It's
a
now our problem.
mask.
It's like a veil covering us. It is now
Exactly.
our problem.
Exactly.
It's not a big problem that we need to even sort out. When we sort it out, it becomes. That's why someone can. A man of God was speaking recently, and he was saying that a certain region of Nigeria is cursed. That is why they cannot become the president. Imagine what someone is preaching out of his mouth.
Wow.
Imagine Jesus Christ comes and Jesus Christ was preaching.
Christ
Said
will never
the
say
Pharisees are cursed, so they can never come into the kingdom of heaven. That is what he's saying. You see that kind of religious
Should be
sermon,
checked.
that kind of religious sermon to be checked.
Exactly.
Something is igniting it. Someone is
Yeah.
paying for that sermon.
Exactly.
Oh.
It's
Do you
filtered
see
by
it?
something.
Someone is paying for that sermon. And I even paid me that some people, some idiots, sat down on that such sermon
And we will
and
listen.
listened to it.
Really
And they will not spoil
And
their
that is the
face.
difference between the white. A white man would have stood up, carried his Bible and left that and told him, Pastor, you do not make this kind of racist read.
Christ is not saying this.
Christ does not say things like this. But
Yeah.
here in Nigeria, we see now. So people are even shaking their head. That same individual was the one that said that the certain president we have now was God sent. God told him he was going to transform Nigeria into.
Yeah.
I think he has transformed Nigeria.
We're
But in a
actually
backward
enjoying
direction,
it. No,
negative
we're
direction.
actually enjoying it, the transformation.
Yes,
right
we're
now.
enjoying it.
Yes.
Yes,
It's so
actually,
sweet.
you know
I
before
saw
so
their
evident.
it was
friends.
so beautiful enjoyment. You know, then
evident.
in that 2015, bag of rice was around 8k. Bag of rice is at 20-something thousand. Now it's a beautiful change. Though.
20,000.
Yeah.
Is it not like around 2K now?
Okay, it's 2k now. Mistake.
Yeah, around 2K. Then
You
they'll even give me some change.
you know, then say Teda food they used to be very cheap. Now
Ah.
Teda food is for free now.
Almost
It's free.
free.
It's free. In fact, when I go and buy food, they
I
sell
get
food.
the
For,
irony.
they sell food. They sell. You know when I go to buy
Everywhere
food.
is a
You know when I go to
country,
fuel to when I go to go
I
and buy
just take
food
my card and it
just for free. They just fill it.
Are we not oil producing
It's
it?
oil producing nation now. In fact, the way light, some days I had light for 25 hours in a day. I had light for 25 hours. I was like,
Mine
they should
was
take,
27, so you
I
just
think-
have 25.
at least just 25.
27, no.
I said, I'm losing. Imagine, you're even having 2 hours extra.
Exactly.
So
It
it's
has
so
increased.
beautiful.
It's no longer 24 hours.
It's no longer 24 hours. This is serious.
So it's been I don't know, if we continue today, it might not
It may
end.
not end. So please get your PVC. Do not listen to anybody.
Yeah.
See, I'm a wonderful, wonderful Christian, but do not listen to anybody tell you what to do.
Yes.
And
Do-
don't let us let religion cloud our
Cloud
reasoning.
our reasoning.
Exactly.
Do not let religion
Get a better
cloud
part
get the
of
better
us.
part of us. Recently, a cleric was relieved of his job. Do you know why? Because he spoke the truth. They said, no,
That's
another cleric even said that this kind of truth will cause a war. But that cleric was among the people that said the same opposite things to the father
Oh.
when the former president was there. But now is now, you know that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Those kind of sponsored. That's the problem we have in Nigeria. So we've spoken a lot.
We've spoken a lot.
So please, not to. get your PVC.
Yes.
Get
Very,
your
very, very
PVC.
genuine.
Get your
and make a
PVC.
change. Browse the leaders. No talk. Say no. Let your papa tell you.
Please,
We be.
don't be intimidated
We be
by
so person.
anybody.
No
Don't
go
be
vote for.
brainwashed, please.
Don't go and vote for Papa Emeka. Vote for Papa
Papa
Nkechi.
Chiboko.
Or vote for Papa Soso.
Chibuzo.
Or go and vote for Papa Ade. Don't listen to those things.
Please.
The unity of this country lies in your hands.
Yeah.
Check for someone who has led his own personal life from bottom to top, and who has led the government
Succeeded.
position from bottom to top. Anyone who has led government position but no personal life, run away.
Please.
Yes.
You cannot. You're
Please.
nothing.
Yes, please.
Nothing.
Yes.
Do not let people be like rat. When he's eating you, he's blowing you breeze. You cannot feel the pain, because you are not. He's giving you more air. Giving you. You only begin to feel the pain when you've gotten deep
Yeah.
into what?
I've
Into
tasted
the
enough,
dermis. He has eaten into the dermis.
Yeah.
When he has almost he's chopping. So be very careful. The kind of leaders you see. Those ones who are giving you peanuts, but they are what? They are getting butter. They give you peanuts. They are getting butter. They use the butter. They give you. So don't be like don't always expect the fish. Make sure you get the fish. So get the right person.
Get the right fisherman to get you
Yes,
the
get
fish.
the right fisherman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you can't do the fishing yourself.
Get the right fishermen, and there are a lot of them. There are people who are capable, people
Please.
who have toured around the world just because of to lead Nigeria from. But religious sentiments, tribalistic sentiments,
all those
nepotism, let me not even talk about the word, have destroyed this country.
It is well. So thank you so much for listening. I believe we have provided a lot of solutions and what have you. So if you have more, please make use of the comment section and let us know. Thank you so much once again. I am
Thank
Emanuela.
I'm Asuu Buka.
I'm Esther.
Okay. So thank you so much for listening once again. If you want to get to us, you can use the email address on this channel to get to me. Then if you need their email address, I will also give it to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If
very
when
much.
necessary.
Have a
Alright,
wonderful day
bye.
and vote rightly.
vote rightly, subscribe to this channel immediately. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thanks for having us. Bye.
Bye.